Internet, and welcome to the 5th Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town video. It's me, Vianca, and for today we'll be digging deep within the bowels of the earth as we talk about mining in the 4th Story of Seasons game and the secrets you can uncover in doing so. Mining is one of the things that can be done in all of the Bokujo Monogatari games, and it's one of the activities that can cause much frustration to many a player, especially beginners in the franchise, with how daunting a task it is to just get to the bottom of the mine. Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town, on the other hand, and in my personal opinion, offers one of the easiest mining experience in all of the Bokujo Monogatari franchise. Gone are the days of the seasonal mines like the one found in Friends of Mineral Town during winter. Instead, all 3 mines are readily available to you as soon as you've unlocked the area where they are located. Now, let's talk about each mine and how to access and complete them. The first mine, which is unlocked from the start, is easily accessible with just the use of a hammer. You don't really need much going into this mine apart from your hammer and your hoe. There is no need to bring food items in this one either, as the first mine is only 10 levels deep and is, by far, the easiest mine in a Bokujo Monogatari game to complete. In it, you can get stones and iron ores from the rocks. You also have a chance of getting ores, time-worn treasures, coal, and glass stones on the tillable ground that sometimes appear on a floor. There are no enemies in this mine, and you can finish it as soon as the first day of spring, the first playable day with nothing more than your basic hammer. Note that if you do try to do so, you will be going in without a hoe, as this tool is provided to you by Mayor Victor on the 2nd day of spring, so you won't be able to till the special floor tiles in the first mine. Completing this mine nets you 3 white opals, which can be sold for 300 gold apiece in seedling mode and 250 at normal. This mine can be completed as quickly as 1 minute and 55 seconds in real time, even with just the basic hammer, as can be seen in this video. Now, onto the second mine found at the second area of the farm. You can unlock the second area of the farm by fixing the broken bridge southwest of the farm's first area. In order to repair this bridge, you need to get 15 lumbers. If you want to fix this within the first 7 days of your playthrough, then you can use my efficient starting guide video to get a timetable layout on how to do so. The second mine, found to the north of the second area, is much deeper than the first, with 30 floors for you to tackle. Here, you can get stones, glass, iron, and silver from the rocks, the ore deposits on the walls, and the special floor tiles you can till on the ground. With an iron hammer, you can break these stones containing iron ores with 2 swings, while those containing silver will take 4 hits. There is one type of enemy in this mine as well, the mole. This enemy buries itself in the ground and can deplete your stamina if it hits you as it emerges from its hidey hole or if you accidentally run into it. It takes a single hit from your iron hammer to fell this foe, who may either drop time-worn objects you can appraise in the museum, berries, random ores, or mud. As a reward for completing the second mine, you will be given entrance to the lava cave, where you can play the Mining Frenzy minigame. In my recording for this guide, I managed to complete the second mine using an iron hammer in around 9 minutes and 30 seconds. The third mine is, as you've guessed it, in the third farm area. To unlock it, you first have to, of course, unlock said area, then have the bridge leading up to it fixed with 30 supple lumbers and 20 silver ingots. This mine features stones, iron ores, silver ores, glass ores, gold and orichalcum ores from its breakable rocks and ore deposits, as well as unpolished gemstones for rubies, sapphires, and diamonds. It is also 50 floors deep and features 2 additional new enemy moles as well as pitfalls. The first new mole enemy is a quicker one compared to the first we've encountered. They bury themselves just as quickly as they pop out, so be sure to keep a lookout for them when traversing this mine. It takes 3 hits from a golden hammer to fell these albino moles, and you can get ores, berries, mud, gems, time-worn, and heavy objects from them. The second type of mole in this mine is by far the most annoying of the 3 mole enemies. This red and black one electrocutes the ground surrounding the area they pop out of, and just as quick to burrow itself to the ground as the previous type. I don't really bother with them if I don't have to because of how much stamina they can deplete if they or their electricity manage to touch you, so I just try to avoid them as much as I can. If you manage to down one, however, you will get better quality items from the heavy object drops that they have. Both the albino mole and the electric mole always appear in groups as well. More often, you will encounter 2 or more of the albino variation of the mole, while the electric ones can appear in groups of 3 or more, especially the farther down the mine you go. The electric moles appear from floors 30 and onwards. Pitfalls, on the other hand, either appear underneath rocks that you smash or are out in the open. Falling down these pitfalls causes your stamina to be depleted. Once you get to the 50th level of the third mine, you will be rewarded with 3 diamonds. Ta-da! Congratulations! Though, you know, for all your hard work, those may not seem like much, even though they do sell for a lot of money. For my playthrough, I managed to complete the third mine in 17 minutes with a golden hammer and a sandwich to replenish my stamina. I had to start spelunking down the mine first thing in the morning just to be able to do so without fainting due to time running out. But wait! There's more. Once you beat all 3 mines, you will get a visit from the Earth Sprite the next day and be rewarded with a passage to the best mine in the game, Stonebreaker Valley. Here, you will be able to mine to your heart's content provided you got time and stamina, and will be able to get all the ores that are available in all 3 mines, orichalcum included, without the hassle of traversing the previous mines. Although, these orichalcum only spawn every other day and there is only 3 veins at a given time. Another thing about Stonebreaker Valley is that you can visit it as many times as you want, but what you can find in the valley is predetermined prior to you visiting it the first time in that day, and you have to wait for the next day if you want to spawn other rocks to mine, or if you've completely cleared the rocks in the valley for that particular day. Alright, so now that the overview of the mines and its contents and rewards are out of the way, let's talk about tips for tackling the mine. Sadly, the trick I shared in regards to conquering the mines for Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town, which you can view via the card on the upper right hand of your screen if, you guys are interested, doesn't work in Pioneers of Olive Town. I tried. What I can give you as a tip though is how to quickly figure out where the stairs leading up to the next floor of the mine can be found. And this is something I have tried and tested and made sure of before deciding on whether I would share it or not. That tip is for you to disregard the rocks on the sides of each floor of the mines when looking for the ladder going down. They will never spawn in those areas or on tiles that are extremely close, like the tile next to the stairs leading out of the mine. So, if you want to rush through the mines with the goal of getting to the bottom as quickly as possible and getting the rewards, just focus on breaking the rocks on the middle area of each floor. The stairs can also be usually found in lone stones in the middle of the floor or underneath stones curiously grouped together. As for the pitfalls, you can tell if there is a pitfall or not if you use your hammer. Usually, I just use the hammer's charge attack just to make sure there are no pitfalls I can accidentally stumble onto. And as I have previously mentioned, after spelunking down the mine several times on various save files, I have never, not once, encountered a hidden pitfall that isn't underneath a rock. Now, when it comes to dealing with the moles, I have found that our characters have a very short invincibility frame when using our tools, and it occurs at that moment when they jump up and smash the hammer down. If you are in a tight spot and can't move out of the way of the mole's area of attack, you can do a charge attack of your own and time it right so that you will have jumped up the moment the mole pops out of the ground. Doing so will negate any damage to you and your stamina, and you can just go about charging up another attack and hope to hit the enemy before it burrows to the ground again. Granted, this takes a bit of practice and a great amount of timing. And there you guys have it, the video regarding the mines of Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town. It's not much, and there really isn't that many tips I could share with you guys apart from the 3 I found to be really useful during my own playthrough. But I do hope that it is helpful enough. If you guys want to watch the full videos of all 3 mine attempts I did and recorded, you can do so via the links on the description down below, which will send you to our Facebook page where the videos are posted. I still have a couple of videos coming out for this title, so if you guys don't want to miss any of those, miss out on those, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified whenever, new videos come out, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you all for watching, and until then, you guys know the drill. Dream on, fly on. Bye bye now. Keep safe, everyone. Stay at home.